Okay. All right, guys. Welcome everybody. I'm Michael from Ontario, Canada. I want to thank you for joining us here on, well, here anyway. It's a lovely Sunday. I hope it is where you are as well. We know that Roman is in Key West, so we know he's having a really nice day down there. But guys,
would you like to record it?
Yeah, I was going to start here in just a minute, Stefan.
Okay.
Yeah, but I will record it when I start the presentation. Okay. So guys, we're gonna have still got people coming in here. We're gonna have a brief overview today for you, and then we're gonna have Matt and Stefan speak afterwards. Stefan's gonna go over some of the things that were announced yesterday with our corporate call with the CEO. There were some really cool, interesting things that the company's getting into now, even in the offline world, which is kind of cool, right? We always think that we're all online, all crypto all the time, but you know what? It's going beyond just the crypto space now here with Paraiba. So it's pretty neat what's happening. And so we'll have Stefan go over that afterwards. So yeah, let me start the slideshow. We're doing a new slide here today, guys. And so hopefully we're going to go nice and smooth with it. I'm going to go relatively quickly though. So let me bring it up. All right. So can everyone see that?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to try a little bit something different here. Hopefully this works fine. Okay. Everyone sees that?
Rather, yep.
All right. Awesome.
Yes,
Okay.
Damon.
Very good.
Yeah, it's fine.
So guys, what we're going to show you here today, if you're brand new here for the first time, we certainly welcome you to this. We're going to show you a way here today to create passive income. So whether you're at work or whether you're on the beach when we can travel one day, or whether you are sleeping or eating, doing something else, you can have money working in the background, in this case, crypto, working behind the scenes to create profit for you. That's what we're going to show you here today. And if you decide to share this, in other words, refer a few other people to this, because what we do have is a business, then you can create, really at this point in time, because we've seen it happen, you can create just about any type of monthly income. In this case, really it's weekly income that you want. We have people making $200 a month, we have $500 a month, $1,000, $10,000 a month, even $100,000 a month is being made here. And am I recording this, Stefan, or are you?
Not recording.
You're not recording
this,
now.
guys. Let me get this recorded because that is important. Okay, there we go. So guys, whatever type of income you want to make is probably being made right now. And if you need more than $100,000 a month to satisfy your income, well, then you're probably in the less than 1% of the people that would ever need that, right? Guys, please mute yourself. Appreciate it. So guys, it's being done right now. I've been able to create a 5-figure monthly income over the last 7 months that I've been involved here with Paraiba. And I knew when I first saw this company and spoke with our CEO, I knew we had something here. I knew we had something that could last, something that could sustain, something that has longevity, because really that's what I was looking for. And I hope that's what you're looking for. You might be a grizzled online crypto veteran, and that's fine. You've probably seen some other companies out there in the past. I know I have. I've got many years experience in this industry, and I've lost money and I've made a lot of money. But when you do lose money, I can tell you that you learn from it. You learn what not to do next time. You learn what to look for next time. And so at this point, this stage in the game, I think most of us realize that we don't want something that is going to be here for a month or two and then it's gone, right? We don't want that because it doesn't look good on the reputations of those sharing something like that, right? We want to put our head down on the pillow at night and know when we wake up in the morning that the company is going to be here. We want something that's on solid foundations, that has proper management, proper vision for the future. So when I first saw this company, Paraiba, and first spoke to the CEO, I believed that. He had a 4-year plan to go to $1 billion. And I saw something that really vibrationally felt right for me. And so I got started, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I focused on this and not tried to ride 2 or 3 horses like other people do And that's fine. I know that people do other companies at the same time they do something, but I prefer to focus because really if you laser focus on something, it creates a lot of heat and it creates a lot of money if you do it right. And so I've been very, very happy here, and we've created some teams of people, and I'm loving the success that we're seeing on our teams. We're seeing people do exceptionally well now with 3, 4, and 5-figure monthly incomes, and it's just getting bigger and better. We're beyond a trading company now. At its heart, this is a trading company, but we're beyond that. And we're going to show you that here today with the various other income streams that this company has brought on over the last couple of months. And now even yesterday with some brand new announcements of things that we're doing even in the offline world, which is really, really cool. So let's get started here, guys. So as I mentioned to you, when I first looked at this company back in April, and we've been around since actually October of 2019, but this mostly started in the German-speaking countries like Germany and Austria, and a few thousand people got involved in this company in the beginning, and it proved itself. It proved that it worked, the model worked, the concept worked. Everything was doing really, really well. And come about February, March, they decided, you know what, we're going to go into some of the other markets, get into some of the English markets. And so I found out about it through my sponsor who's on with us today, Stefan. And, you know, I was really, really happy to see that it looked like everything was done right here. The numbers looked right. And I said, you know what, I want to talk to the CEO. I want to understand what's going on here behind the scenes, because all of us want something that's real, right? We want something that's real. And if they say, hey, we're doing trading, well, you want to know, are they absolutely doing real trading? So the CEO here that you see, Eric Ellie, he said, you know what, Mike, I'm going to show you what we're doing. So I got on a Zoom with him and he showed me the trading going on behind the scenes. And I said, wow, all right, that's great. That's awesome. And so we have a guy here that is a cryptocurrency trader himself. He's had multiple multi-million-dollar businesses himself in his mid-20s even. And now, of course, he's, as you can see, he's age 42. He's married with 3 kids. And so he wants to make sure he's doing everything right, because obviously he's got a lot of responsibility in his life. But I can tell you that having been around him for a while now, and I haven't met him personally yet, but I certainly hope to one day, I do believe he's the right guy. He's the right guy for this business. He's got the right mindset. He's got a vision, as I mentioned, to go to $1 billion company in the next 4 years. And I believe, based on what I've seen so far, and really this company's done more in 1 year than most companies would probably do in 2 or 3. So he's really been doing things right, in my opinion. And he works hard. He's very serious about success, but he also stays with the leadership. And if I need him for something, I can text him and he's there. So I'm very impressed with how this man operates himself. And if you're around with us and join us, I think you will be too. So as you can see, we've got 3 companies here at the bottom. We have our unique private bank. We have Paraiba, which really is what we're going to focus on here today in this presentation. And we have now our unique exchange. This company actually owns a fully operational exchange where you can buy Bitcoin with fiat or sell your Bitcoin back to fiat. And it's a great, great service. Very, very smooth. I use it myself. And I like what it said down here at the bottom. It says, with heart in the matter. And this man, he definitely has got heart in this business. He wants to see big, big success for the company, himself, and certainly us as members of this great, great company. All right. Quick risk disclaimer, very important, as we always do. Guys, if you're going to get involved with this company, realize, and really, if you get involved with anything online, doesn't matter what it is, any investment of any kind, guys, you got to know there's going to be risk, right? Because if there's a potential to make a reward, then there has to be risk. That's simply the nature of reality. But we want to let you know that if you're going to get involved with us here today, you would get involved with risk capital. You would not get involved with money you need for a mortgage or for necessities of life. And the information here today is simply for educational purposes. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, all right? Just third-party information, and you can do with it what you will. All right. So a quick review of our legal compliance, because obviously we want to know, are we a legal company? Well, what's really interesting here is our CEO has gone above and beyond. We actually have more licenses than we actually need to operate. Last time I spoke with him about this, he said we actually have 15 licenses. Okay, that's pretty good. And so our bank license right now is licensed to do up to $20 million. It actually started off at $2.5 million, but now $20 million. We have a payment provider as well in Kazakhstan. We have our unique private bank, which is the legal owner of our unique exchange. And our unique exchange is a contracted exchange service provider for Paraiba World. So we actually have kind of a connection between Paraiba and the exchange, which is excellent. Here's our bank license. You can certainly go on our bank website and see all of this, as well as the Paraiba website. It's all there. We do have the licenses here in the Comoros Union. And as I mentioned, it started at $2.5 million. Now we're licensed to do $20 million. We have our unique exchange license. All right. This is a license here out of Malaysia. And you can see this as well if you go on our unique exchange site. It's all listed, all there for you to see. And right now we're doing business mostly in the SEPA zone in Europe, okay, for fiat conversions, but hopefully very, very soon we'll be doing North America and other areas too. So the Paraiba structure, there's 4 areas here that we're involved with. We certainly have our bank license, right? Because if we're doing business in the fiat world, then it's nice to own a bank, right? Rather than worry potentially about what a third party bank might do. But when you are the bank, you don't have that kind of worry, right? Because you 100% control it. And that was a big factor when I talked with Eric in the beginning. He said, you know what, we want to control all factors of the areas that we're going to be in. Because when you control them, you don't have that kind of worry that a third party might not do exactly what you want to, right? With the exchange, incredible service, very smooth. We're going to have full-fledged trading, even like Binance and others do, early next year. But for now, excellent service where you can buy crypto, sell crypto, hold crypto, whatever you want to do. And our withdrawals now from the profit we're making with Paraiba go directly to our exchange in about 15, 20 minutes, which is just awesome. So we used to be able to do withdrawals once a week, and now anytime. Love that. We have a new app, and this was talked about yesterday, and Stefan will touch on this. We have a new app that's very similar to Telegram or WhatsApp, where we can communicate with other people. And it's going to have a ton of different features. And we're even going to be able to monetize this and make money from various aspects of this as we go along. This is going to be a big, big money earner for Paraiba starting next year. And we have an online gift store that's just started. There's some Paraiba merchandise in there right now. Here's our business concept. There's 3 areas that our company's involved with. Producing revenue, but our big one is still crypto trading. Okay, when we first started, the company brought on some crypto traders. We have 7 very highly skilled traders that work with the company as well. Our CEO, Eric, he is also a very highly skilled cryptocurrency trader himself for over the last 3.5 years. So he absolutely knows this arena inside and out. And of course, he helps create profit for the company as well. So it's nice to know that the CEO himself knows this exact way that we're earning money with the company. He's not just relying on the 7 traders. He knows what's going on. He knows how to operate himself in this arena. So I really, really like that. What's interesting about our trading, and I've never heard of this before and kind of unique, we have what's called collateralized trading. So what Eric has done is this. He's made it so that the company doesn't lose. He's made it so the company doesn't lose. And I've never heard of this. So what he's done is he said to these traders, he said, look, if you want to work for us, then you actually have to put up your own Bitcoin in a separate wallet that we control. And if you lose, we keep that Bitcoin. I'll give you an example. If a trader is given 10 Bitcoin and the trader says to trade, and the trader says, you know what, I might get into a 20% drawdown maximum. So Eric says, all right, you need to give me, the company, 2 Bitcoin, right? That's 20% of 10 Bitcoin. So the trader gives the company 2 Bitcoin to hold on to. If that trader gets into a drawdown and reaches the maximum 20% and then has to close it out and there's a loss, the company then keeps that Bitcoin. Pretty cool, right? And as far as I know, that's only ever happened once, and that was last year. So we have 7 very highly qualified traders working for us, right? Because they would never want to lose their own money. So that's obviously why we're going to attract the very, very best traders to Paraiba, right? We have our crypto exchange now. So this launched a couple of months ago, but it actually is a functioning crypto exchange. So when we bought it, it was actually already functional, had thousands of members. And now we're adding thousands of Paraiba members onto as well. And so it's a revenue stream for Paraiba because fees are generated, right? When you send funds to the exchange or when you withdraw funds from the exchange, fees are created. And so you can imagine when we have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of members using this exchange, you know, we're talking potentially 7 figures a month in profit that is made by this exchange, which all helps the overall profit of the company as time goes by. So I love how this is all connected with each other, right? These aren't separate areas completely that have nothing to do with one another. These are areas that make sense because we're using the service and we're creating fees that help the company. So pretty awesome. Real estate. So this is another reason for the bank where we can be involved in fiat investments behind the scenes. And this was something that wasn't really discussed too much, but this has been going on for a long time. The company has real estate investments behind the scenes that they're doing that, creates big success in that arena. And so, hey, a great diversification, right? Because a lot of commodities are going up, real estate's going up in value, fiat currency values are going down. Governments are spending crazy amounts of money right now, right? With this Corona nonsense, right? Governments are spending crazy. So you know that the value of the currency is going down, which is going to push up all kinds of different things, including real estate, gold, silver, Bitcoin, and the works, right? Look what Bitcoin's done in the last few weeks. So 3 great areas that work very, very well for the company. So here's kind of a review of this. We've got the Bitcoin trading revenue. We have our exchange, okay? We have our online store. We have our messaging app, which is going to become bigger next year. It's already launched now in beta. You can use it now. And some more features are coming for it, as Stefan's going to show you here in the next few weeks. And then, of course, we have our strategic real estate investments behind the scenes. Our back office is phenomenal, and Matt's going to show you the back office here momentarily. Highly secure. We actually bought a company. We bought a company in the US that has AI, artificial intelligence, anti-hacking systems. And it's beyond, as I understand, just about beyond anything else that's out there. It's one of the most secure systems ever. And so we've had millions of potential attacks on Paraiba, but none of them have gotten through because of this very, very strong system that the company uses. We have, of course, our regular CAPTCHA to get in, and we have our email confirmations as well. So everything very secure in your back office. So we have our Paraiba World and Unique Exchange. So when you get involved here with Paraiba, you can create your UX account, your unique exchange account from your Paraiba back office. Very simple to do through our KYC. Everything very, very transparent. And we have a complete overview of your Paraiba numbers. Your Paraiba dashboard numbers are actually in your unique exchange. And you just need to do one KYC for Paraiba, and then it's done by unique exchange, and it's all done for that as well. So very easy to do. We have our Paraiba online store, which you can buy merchandise now, which is kind of nice. Some really cool stuff in there. Very simple model. You register, you get started with us. That's free to get started. You deposit funds with a minimum of $25 to secure your account. And then you can refer this as well. You can refer this as well. And I'm going to show you some different ways that we get paid here. And whether you want to be 100% passive and never refer this, you can actually take part in all of the income streams I'm going to show you here today. And of course, certainly you will take part in all the income streams if you do share this. So financial structure, here's how it works, guys. You can get started with a minimum of $25 here with Paraiba. Everything is done in Bitcoin, Bitcoin in and Bitcoin out. Would you just stay at $25? No, I would not recommend that. You would certainly want to add more here. We are a higher class company. I recommend and suggest the very bare minimum you would start with Paraiba is $100 US in Bitcoin. And really $1,000 is best here with Paraiba. And we're going to show you the numbers here momentarily. You'll see why. So our deposits, as I mentioned, all in crypto right now, Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out. You can actually, of course, if you're in the SEPA zone in Europe, you can send a wire, you can send a bank transfer to the exchange and get your Bitcoin nice and easily now. But we've got all kinds of ways to get Bitcoin. It's very easy to do now. If you're brand new, don't worry about it. We've got all that for you. If you have profits in your account, you can reinvest, which is like a compound, right? You're compounding your funds, which is very powerful, of course. Minimum there is $25, and you can actually do that automatically. So we have kind of a set and forget feature as well. You just click the button, and every time there's a minimum of $25 in your account, it will reinvest automatically for you. And then withdrawals start from $100 minimum, all right? And you can do those now. It used to be once a week that we do withdrawals, right? We get paid once a week. Now, with the exchange, you can get paid anytime you want. Anytime you want to take your funds out, if you got more than $100, you can go right to your unique exchange account within 15, 20 minutes. Love the service. Very, very smooth. Here's a quick overview of our compensation model, and then we'll dive into these a little bit more. So you have your own deposit where the company will pay you from 0.3% up to 0.5%, and that's 4 days per week. Please mute yourself. Thank you. So 0.3 to 0.5% we get paid from Wednesday to Saturday. So 4 days per week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Now, the first question you might have is, why are they only paying us 4 days a week and not 7 days a week if cryptocurrency trading is basically 24/7? Well, there's a very good answer for that. It comes back to longevity, sustainability for the long term. All right. We all want a company that's going to be here for years. That's why I'm here. I would hope that's why you're here. Right. So what's good is if the traders have a day that maybe isn't exactly what they want it to be profit-wise, guess what? They've got a cushion of those other 3 days that they are trading that could make up for any type of situation like that. As well, the company has expenses, right? Obviously, any company does. So you've got to pay the management. You've got to pay developers. You got to pay the programmers. You got to pay people that do events, right? You got to pay for all that stuff behind the scenes, right? New things that are coming aboard. So very important. And it makes sense, right? So when I heard that, I said, yeah, I understand. All right, I like it. I like that. So as time goes by, this is good for us, right? The company has that cushion that they may need anytime that they, need it. So this is good that they do that. And we still get paid tremendously, right? We still get paid tremendous profit here with this company, much, much better than anything else out there that's in the traditional world, right? And we have other ways here that I'm going to show you that we get paid. The first line bonus, and let me just reiterate because it's important. Remember, if you're a passive person in this company, you never refer anybody, you can take part in all these things I'm about to show you. All right. And of course, if you're sharing with others, you will take part in these. First line bonus. The company will actually pay you up to 0.3% from the people that come in, all right, on your first line. And those people are going to make deposits and trading activity happens. And you can get paid that portion of that trading activity. Now, what's interesting here is that the company's not paying you from the deposits of people directly, right? There's a lot of companies out there that will do that, but it's not good for the company because that money could go into trading instead. Here with Paraiba, 100% of the money that comes in all goes into trading, and the company will instead pay you from the profits of the trading activity, which makes sense, right? What's interesting here with the first line is you can get it up to the point where you're actually making exactly what your first line members are making passively. So it's like 100% match. What they're making, you're making. The downline bonus is pretty cool because you can make a tremendous amount of money here off your entire team. Could be level 50, level 100, level 200, doesn't matter. You can make actually up to $3,000 per day maximum off the downline bonus of the 0.04%. So eventually this could be one of the biggest ways you get paid here with Paraiba. We have our pool share, which is our streamline. Very unique, something I've never seen before. But our streamline is actually all of the deposits that come into the company worldwide for people that join after you join. So this is why people want to get into Paraiba as fast as possible because the streamline starts to grow immediately. Why? Because people that are already in are reinvesting and brand new people are coming in all the time. So all those funds end up in your streamline as soon as you've joined. So even free members, your streamline starts to grow. And the company has 7 pools they'll pay you on from that streamline value. Very cool. And we have ranking bonus where you can get paid one-time big bonuses up to $25,000 for making achievements by building your business. Let's get into these a little bit more. So earning with Paraiba World, we have 5 ways to earn. Withdrawals are all in Bitcoin right now. There may be other coins coming soon. Active accounts earn profit. So every active account will earn every business day. And guys, we are paid on 100-day cycles. You maybe I've heard a gentleman ask about the 100-day cycle at the very beginning. And so we are paid for 100-day cycle. So 100 of those 4 days per week, which is about 6 months. So at the end of those 6 months, well, what happens? Well, interestingly, there's no expiry on your funds here with Paraiba. You may have been involved with other companies out there on the internet that your funds expire all of a sudden at some point, right? Maybe after you double your money and then they're done, right? And you've got to add in more money. Not with Paraiba. With Paraiba, your funds never expire. So essentially, you have a lifetime contract with Paraiba. As long as Paraiba is profitable, you make money. But what happens at the end of the 100 days? You actually have a choice. Because the company doesn't, want to say, oh, we're holding your funds forever, right? Your deposit. If you actually need it back, So if you have an emergency, you need it back at the end of 100 business days, then you can actually take all of it back and close your account. So it's all or nothing. You can take all of it out, company closes your account and done. Okay, and that's fine, no problem. But I certainly would not recommend that if you want to be with us for a long time, right? Because you can take out your profits every week, right? Or every day now. So you can always just take out your profits and let that deposit continue to grow, continue to earn for you, right? It will earn for a lifetime as long as Paraiba is profitable. And you can add to it, of course, by reinvesting or compounding, right? So you earn from day one as soon as the next business day happens. And today's Sunday, so our next business day is Wednesday. So you've got some time now if you're brand new to get your Bitcoin in, and it will begin to work Wednesday evening around 8:30 or so Eastern time is generally when we get paid. You're in charge of your own boss here. I love being my own boss. You know, I'm not really good at being an employee anymore because look at the kind of money we can make here by having your own business. It's much bigger. It's much better. Nothing wrong with having a job. It's all fine. A lot of jobs out there, obviously, right? We need them. But here, you know what, guys? Sky's the limit. That's what I love, right? Very difficult to make $10,000 a month in a job or even $100,000 a month. That's not that easy, right? Here, it can be done. We've seen people do it within 6 months. No referrals are required, as I mentioned, but obviously sharing this can be very, very profitable. So let's get into these ways that we're getting paid through the compensation plan a little bit more. So as I mentioned, from $25 up to $49,999, the company's going to pay you 0.3% per day. That's about 5% or so per month. Now, we can get this up a little bit more than that through some strategies, but obviously that's much better than just about anything else out there traditional, right? And anything over 50,000, the company will pay you 0.5% per day, and that's about 8% per month. And again, we can get this more, as I mentioned, through some strategies that we have here that we can show you later on. Now, here's another way that we get paid, as I mentioned, the first line bonus. So these are all the people on your first level, your first line. And in order to qualify for the first line bonus, you need to have $100 yourself, all right? $100 yourself. And the people on the first line also need to have at least $100. So if you have between 1 and 4 people that have at least $100, the company will pay you 0.05%. That's a portion of the trading activity from those funds. And it can get all the way up to the point here. You can see level 4. You can see if you have at least 20 people, and 20 is kind of a magic number here, but if you can share this with 20, and if it takes you a week or a month or 2, it's fine. Don't worry about it. But if you can get to 20, it's great because you're going to get that 100% match that I mentioned. So whatever your passive people are making, whatever your first line passive people are making, what they're making passively, you're also making. You're making 0.3%, just like they are. So this can add up nicely, and I recommend everyone get there as fast as they possibly can with the first line bonus. The downline bonus. So this is getting paid off your entire team, multiple levels deep. So to qualify for this downline bonus, you need to have at least $1,000 yourself. And all of these people here on your first line, and we're only talking, remember, your first line, but you can get paid multiple levels, don't worry. But to qualify for it, the first line people need to have $1,000 or more. So if you have at least 2 legs going here, this is not a binary, this is a unilevel, but the company wants you to have at least 2 legs going here, all right? So the company will pay you 0.01% if you have between 2 and 4 people on your first line with $1,000 or more. If you can get yourself up to 20, you can see what happens. Company will pay you the maximum 0.04%, all right? So the way it works is, guys, on the downline is the company takes the value of all of the weaker legs and times it by 2, and then they will pay you off that value, all right? And you can get paid up to $3,000 per day on the downline bonus, and we've got some people already making that now. We have our pool share. Our pool share is really cool because it's based on that streamline I mentioned. So the streamline value, everybody has a different streamline value, and it just depends on when you start your Paraiba account. So I started back in April, so I've got many millions of dollars in my streamline. If you started today, you know, at the end of the day, you might have, you know, 50,000 as an example, right? Everybody starts somewhere, and the streamline starts to grow, and the company will pay you on these 7 pools based on a portion of the profit made per day and on the streamline value that you have. So here's how it works. As an example, if you wanted to qualify for pool 1, you need to have $1,000 yourself working on deposit, and you need to refer one person that has $1,000. Now, it could be 2 people with $500. Doesn't matter as long as it's a total of $1,000. Now, interestingly, that first line person could be you. If you want to qualify yourself passively for pool 1, you can do that. I've got people that have qualified all the way up to pool 5, and they've never referred one person. They just did it with their own funds. So you can do that with the pool. Entirely up to you. We've got lots of strategies here for the passive person that never refers. And certainly if you do refer, you can qualify yourself as you grow. And it can get really substantial here, guys. I'm in pool 4 right now. I'm going to be in pool 5 by the end of the year. And it can be some big money here. We've got a few people that are in pool 7 right now. I think there's 7 people in pool 7. And for them, it's hundreds of dollars a day just from pool 7. So this can be really big, and the earlier you start, the better this can be. So I highly encourage you after this call, if you don't have a free account yet with Paraiba, please join, because your streamline will start to grow. And when you qualify for these pools, that'll mean more money for you because you started as quickly as you possibly could. So our goal at the end of next year is to have $100 million in our streamline. Can you imagine how awesome that could be? Imagine getting a piece of the profit from $100 million. That's the opportunity you have right now, a year from now, right? So we're all starting somewhere, and you can have $100 million by next, say, October. That's the goal, right? I think it'll happen by next summer for some people. But what if by next October, you could have $100 million in your streamline and you're getting paid a portion of that? Pretty awesome. We have something brand new called the Global Leader Pool. So once you've reached $3,000 per day in the downline bonus, the company actually has this global leader pool where you can get a portion of 0.01% of the total company streamline. So pretty big there, but it will take a while for most people to reach this kind of a thing, right? But if you're making $3,000 a day in the downline, this is just icing on the cake, quite frankly. And lastly, our rank bonus. So these are one-time achievement bonuses the company will pay you for growing your business. And so I'll just give you a quick example here. I reached purple diamond member, and the reason we have diamond members, guys, or diamond qualifications is Paraiba is a gemstone, right? If you look it up in the dictionary, you'll see Paraiba is a blue gemstone. So I became a purple diamond member here, which means that I have $15,000 myself working on deposit, and then I have between 10 and 19 people or more on my first line that I'm also in pool 4. And I had 2 green diamond members on my team. They're in at least 2 different legs. And so the company paid me a bonus of $5,000. So the company will pay you here. There's actually $46,110 here in total. The company will pay you for reaching these various ranks. And we've had people already, quite a few, that have reached the Paraiba Diamond, which is a nice bonus of $25,000. But when the company pays you this, you have the option. You can put it right into trading if you want to, or you can take it right into your Bitcoin wallet. Entirely up to you. So really nice achievement awards that the company will pay us here. All right, let me do this. Let me stop sharing here. Okay, good stuff. So guys, how do you get started with Paraiba? What does the back office look like, right? What does the streamline look like? Let's see what that looks like. We're going to bring up a good friend of mine, great, very successful marketer. He's on my team. He's a green diamond member with Paraiba, and he's living the life in Spain. Yeah, Matt, buddy, show us how it works to get started here with Paraiba and what the back office looks like. You done? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Let me just quickly share this. Right, guys, can you see my back office?
Yeah, we can see it.
Cool. Right. Okay. Right. I've been a member for about, say, good 9 or 10 months, and my streamline is just growing crazy. Look, I just think $16 million on my streamline, so it's quite exciting. Yeah. Very good business, very lucrative, and I'm getting paid every 4 days a week, which is fantastic. And now they've got the new withdrawals with Unix exchange, absolutely fantastic. But anyway, guys, The minimum to get involved is $25 of Bitcoin. The reason why that is, if you do start, so you do have an account for free, but my advice, if you don't get active within 30 days, the company will remove your account. The reason why that is it needs more space for active participants. Very, very easy to make a deposit. When you come straight into here, you go straight to your finance, click on the finance button there, and then you're going to make a deposit. So basically, you add to balance. So you click on that balance button there. Okay, it comes into the default of $25 of Bitcoin. Okay, so you got BTC here, and then just for this video's sake, let's say $1,000 of Bitcoin. $1,000 of Bitcoin. Okay. Right, $1,000 of Bitcoin. What happens is you have a calculator, and it actually calculates it for you. So you click on the actual calculate button there, and that's the amount of Bitcoin you need to send to the wallet. Okay, this is the wallet address. Okay, so you need to click on your wallet address. That's the amount you need to pay, and once it goes through the system, it probably takes about about say an hour to 2 hours to get to the system itself, due to the blockchain, because sometimes the blockchain is a bit far, sometimes it's slow due to the traffic on the blockchain. But once it comes through, guys, what will happen is when you go to your home page here, if you click on your home page, you scroll down here, it will actually be in the usable balance here. So you need to invest that into, or make a deposit into Paraiba itself. Okay. So once that comes through, okay, you can actually see the funds coming in there. You go straight to your finance button again, all right, and you see your usable balance here, okay. And what you do, you use balance here. You click on this button here saying use balance, and what will happen is it'll just generate the amount from here to here. At the moment, I've got nothing because I've just paid myself some wages today. But what you do is you click onto the deposit button here, okay, and then you press. Then what happens? A little window pop up saying, "We just sent you an email. You need to press the code. So you need to go back to your email, copy the code, bring it back to the actual main part here, and then the system will clear it." Okay. Once you receive your balance, sorry, your deposit, you go straight into your home page here, and you will actually see your deposits in here working for you. Yeah, and every day it'd be kind of grinding those lovely little commissions coming in. Very, very easy, But also, if you want to make a deposit, it's the same sort of thing. Yeah, if you're going to make, say, I think the minimum deposit is minimum withdrawals is $100. So what you can do, you can actually, when you actually make a withdrawal, if you go to finance here, it's the same thing as you're going to make a deposit. You'll actually see usable balance here. Okay, and when you make a withdrawal, you use your balance here, and it gives you an option. You can either out by sending to your own Bitcoin address, your exterior wallet, or you can transfer to the new exchange. My advice really to go straight to the unit exchange, because you can actually do it within about say 20 to 30 minutes. Absolutely fantastic. Because before we did some withdrawals to say once a week, and it took roughly about say 24, 36 hours approximately to get to your wallet. But now you can just get your funds virtually instantly. Very, very good, and very, very pleased. And the beauty about this, you can actually, how I'm building this business, I'm drawing a wage roughly about say 35% a week. That's my wages, and the other 65% I reinvest. So it's keeping my business growing day by day. This is my team. I'll quickly show my team. I've got quite a few people here. Just buying. You've got people say buying $25 or $100. I've got some leaders here. I've got one here, Edward Keat. He's got a nice big team behind him. He's a blue diamond, so he's be coming up to his green diamond soon. So that'd be quite nice. So guys, and also, the beauty about this, guys, you can actually have sub accounts as well. As what Michael said earlier on, there's a couple of guys who hate recruiting. Some people don't like recruiting, I understand. But you can actually have a sub accounts underneath your own link, and you can build your business that way. I think Michael explained how much you get per account. Let me just let this person in. So basically, it's quite easy to make a deposit, really. So the business works virtually 24/7, and it's very, very easy to promote this business. I personally do solo ads, and I do a lot of marketing online on Facebook, and also do YouTube videos. But obviously, we're not all the same here. Some people don't like recruiting. We all have our own techniques of building a business online, building Paraiba, you know. But the beauty about this, anybody can do this. It's taken me roughly 9 to 10 months to get where I am now. It's not a rush, it's not a race, you know. And I was very, very half-hearted in building this a few months ago, but now this has become my number one business. It's overtaken my other income streams. And the beauty about this business is very, very sustainable with all the exchanges, the shop, which, you know, the shop's down here, okay, and also the with other things which is happening with the business, and also it's becoming an internet crypto bank, absolutely amazing. So that makes us very, very sustainable. Okay, guys. Anyway, I'm going to pass this back to Mike. I really appreciate your time, and I really, really appreciate you being on the webinar. And it's back to Mike. Thank you. Take care.
Okay, thanks, Matt. If you could stop sharing your screen, appreciate that. Very easy to get started, as you see, guys. Just got to get your Bitcoin and you're ready to go, as Matt just showed you. Maybe I'll show one quick thing. When you're in your back office, and let me just log in here. Let me share my screen here. There we go. Okay, log in. So when you're, we got some traffic lights we got to do. There we go. So when you're in your back office, guys, this number right here, because I talked about the streamline, and you know, a lot of people really talk about the streamline as being something very unique that Paraiba has versus any other company. I've never seen a company do it quite this way before, but it's pretty cool to be able to get paid a percentage of the profits made from all of the funds coming into Paraiba worldwide, right? So I'm not talking about just your own team. I'm talking about if somebody comes in from Tanzania today and deposits funds, it goes into your streamline. Somebody comes in from Australia, from Germany, from Russia, from Poland, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where somebody comes in, as long as you've already joined, when they deposit, those funds will go to your streamline. And so the company actually takes this number, all right, so in this case, 24 million, and they times it by 0.05%. And they take that number and divide it amongst these people you see in the middle here. These people are all qualified for the pools. So there's 2,041 people qualified for pool 1. And so my cut of it is $6.04. And you can see here there's 171 people worldwide that are qualified for pool 4. My cut of it, $72.10. And you can see if I was qualified for pool 7 right now, there's 8 people. Looks like we got one more. That's good. We have 8 people in pool 7 right now. If I was personally qualified for it, I'd get $800, $821. So it's pretty cool. And this is why you want to get started as quickly as possible. Get those that you know involved as quickly as possible. As Streamline begins to grow, and then the potential values that they can get paid in the pools begin to grow. And they can be tremendous over a period of time, as you can see. All right, let me do this. I'm going to log out and stop sharing. I'm going to bring on, for those of you that are in this business or brand new, what's really cool is yesterday we had a corporate call with our CEO, and some new things were announced. New things that are actually even in the offline world, which is pretty cool. So we're not just about cryptocurrency trading anymore, right? We're also about a cryptocurrency exchange. We're also about having a bank. We're also about real estate. And now it's gone beyond even that. So I'm going to bring on my good friend, Stefan. He's my sponsor here with Paraiba. He's tremendously successful in this business. And even though he speaks great German, he also speaks really good English, which is good. He's our He's our resident translator, which is nice. We need him a lot. So Stefan, if you could tell us, just review for us, please, a little bit about some of these new things that were announced yesterday. Very exciting stuff. Go ahead, Stefan.
Yes, thank you, Michael. Okay, so there have been quite a few things announced yesterday on the call. One thing was the unique exchange is preparing to get to the next step. I don't know exactly the date for that, but I hope they will make it this year. The next step will be that you will see your whole Paraiba portfolio here within the exchange, and you can also control it from the exchange. So you can turn your automatic deposit on or off, and you can move funds from one account to the other, for example, and stuff like that. So it will be a next step for making it easier for us to control our funds, especially if you have more than one account. If you have made this strategy with several sub-accounts, this is very practical. And you have a complete overview and the control and can move funds between accounts. So this is the unique exchange. And the next thing that was announced yesterday was this Paraiba app, which is really getting a huge upgrade. Right now, it's available as a beta version. It's very simple right now, but they are preparing to do an update this week. And a lot of new functions will be implemented within this year even. It will be really life-changing, I think. When they have this out, a lot of people will want to have this app. And this is a great opportunity to market Paraiba as well to other people. So it's time to think big. New technology, because we have now, or we will get now, an application with this multifunctional app where you can use several different functions within one app, where you usually use several different apps like WhatsApp or Telegram or an email provider or Zoom or other cloud, for example, cloud sharing services like Dropbox or Google Drive. Everything is coming together here in one single app. And the great thing is this is all about privacy. This is not being shared to anybody. All the other companies, the big companies, are sharing the data that they collect from all the users and they sell it. That's a big asset for the company. And here this is really encrypted in 5 different layers. So nobody can read what you are writing or what documents you are sending. Nobody can see it. And a lot of new functions will be implemented and all within this very, very secure and private space. So I think this is really something that many, many people will want to have in these times. So the ecosystem, it's a communications messenger app, and we will also have the function of sending emails and do file sharing. Radar control, this is something because you can control all your content at any time. If you send some documents to somebody, you will see if this person is forwarding your documents to somebody else, and if this person then is forwarding them to somebody else, you see the whole chain where your document is, and you can also retract it or can delete it out of the system. So anybody who shared the document without your consent actually just loses it when you press the button and you delete it from your point. You have at all times the full control over your documents or anything you share with others. Yeah, so it will be a multifunctional app. There will be wallets, decentralized features, all added to the app. There's a lot of things in the plans for this, which will be released step by step. So you will see it will look similar to Telegram, just with a lot of different functions. The Paraiba parcel will be one of the first ones which will be released. It's an end-to-end encrypted email and parcel container. So it's like you can send emails or you can send huge files like with WeTransfer or something like that, what you use, or Google Drive or Dropbox. You can use this now in this Paraiba app. This is how the interface will look like for the mail function. You can send private emails between users, for example. And you can also drop huge files here in this box and send it to anybody you want to. And nobody can decrypt those files. It's just some gibberish numbers and letters that are being sent. Only the person that has the right to open this and decode it will be able to read it, actually. So this is a great feature. Also very practical to send huge files. And you can track and control your content whenever you want to. You will never lose control of your content. Then the Paraiba conference function. This is a feature that I'm really waiting for because it's a great system that right now many people are needing. Most people are using Zoom, as we do right now for this. And we will have now this feature here integrated into this Paraiba app. We will be able to do calls like we do now with the Zoom, but it will be very secure, encrypted with these 5 layers. And you don't have to pay anything for that. Like you need, if you have a Zoom account, you need to pay a lot of money if you need to do Zoom meetings with many people. Here, we don't have a limit on the number of people you can put on a call right now. And there is no cutoff, like after 45 minutes, Zoom cuts off if you use the free version. Here you will be able to use this function without any limits right now. So this is, I'm really excited for getting this in my hands. And I think this will be very interesting for many people because so many people are using Zoom right now because they have to stay at home or work from home. And they all have the problem that they need to pay for it if they need some more functions or if they need more people to get into this course. And you can offer this then to those people and tell them that there's a free option. It's completely encrypted. There's also some security issues with Zoom, as you might have read in the internet. And here we have an app which doesn't have these issues, and any people who will want to use that will recognize the Paraiba symbol, the Paraiba app, and maybe they will ask about what's Paraiba. And so you can interest them also for the investment option, of course. So it's a really great marketing tool for all of us. And where we go from here, so we have the chat up right now, and the parcel function will be integrated very soon. Also, the phone function will be integrated, so we can use it as a phone. Paraiba Conference and Paraiba Wallet is planned to be integrated within this year. So we also can make payments through the app. And there will also be the option to add merchant portals. So you can add different merchandising or shops into the app. So this will become more and more over time with many different functions. And it will be of interest to many people to use everything we have here at a very minimal cost. They will integrate some kind of payments into these apps or into these functions maybe, but the developer of the app yesterday, he said there will be very micro payments, so it will be very few, but it will be a new way of creating an income, an additional way to what we are doing right now. So this is also very interesting for everybody to create a new income stream through this app. Then the next thing, Paraiba has now a partnership with a soccer club, the DSV Leoben in Austria. And they are kind of sponsoring this club, but they found a new way of doing this. And It's of course a great marketing opportunity for Paraiba, because as you see, the club stadium which they have will named Paraiba Arena, and there will be signs on the highway exits with the Paraiba Arena and with the logo. So this name, this brand Paraiba, will be getting into many people's heads, and it will be seen, and maybe also on TV and everything. And the players will also wear their shirts, the jerseys with the Paraiba logo. And in the stadium, of course, there will be advertising on the walls, and they have a Paraiba video 24/7 running, where they will be able to do some marketing for Paraiba or for some people who are getting in there as sponsors. So it's a great new way for the company to get into a completely new field, into the sports field, and to become more and more known to other people in the everyday world. So the objectives here is they will expand the infrastructure there on the club. They will get new players for the team, and there will, within the app, there will be a live ticker for everybody who is interested in soccer and wants to follow the team here. There will be a fan shop and a new homepage, all with the Paraiba logo as well, of course. There will be a very special option for us to get a new income stream, crowdfunding platform. There will be soccer lessons, camps, and albums. A lot of things will be like rebranded with the Paraiba name. This team has been almost in existence for 100 years. Now it's a traditional soccer club here in Austria. And the president of this association is already 30 years within, working for this team. And here there's a new option now to invest also for everybody here in Paraiba, which might be very interesting for you. Apart from the shares, you can purchase on the exchange, where you can get a share of all the fees that are running through the exchange. From Wednesday on, there will be a new product there available, which you can reserve. And there are 3 different options with 2,000, 1,200, and 12,500 or $30,000. And each of those shares will give you several benefits. The first one, you have the rights to earn 2% of everything here listed, the second 12.5%, and the last is 30%. So if you own one of those shares, you get a share of all the merchandise profits that the team is making there in the stadium, of the products they are selling, tickets they are selling. Also, if they make player transfers and making money, they have a special sponsor pooling system where the whole team is holding a Paraiba account, and they said yesterday in the webinar that they will be in pool 7 within this year. And you can have a share of all the money that's coming in from this. There's also a UPP hybrid certificate in this package. And Paraiba DSV membership is also included if you own one of those shares. So you can imagine you purchase one of those shares, and then you get a part of everything here in this package being paid out. It depends on how many people are purchasing those shares. The whole amount is distributed amongst everybody who is holding such shares. And also, if you purchase UPD 2 or 3, you will have the option to make marketing. It includes VIP tickets, so you can go there and watch the games, and you will get advertising on the video wall for 1 year. So you can actually really use this as an advertising option for your business, for example, if it's of interest for you. And this will be available very soon. On Wednesday, it will be released, and you can reserve it from unique exchange account. On the 14th of December, you will be able to purchase it directly there. Then the programming for this will be ready, and you purchase it right through the unique exchange. The end of this sale will be at the end of this year on the 31st of December. So it's quite a short time frame, 1 month, that everybody has to get one of those shares. And after this month, this sale is stopping, and then the profits will be distributed, I think, monthly to everybody. Yeah, on the 15th of January, there's the first distribution, and every month from then on, you will get a part of everything that's happening here. This is probably not very interesting for most of you because it's more for local people. You can become a member of this club and you get discounts if on tickets and everything. The only thing here of interest, maybe also for people from somewhere else, is you also get 1% of the profit of the hybrid certificates that this club is holding. Then also, apart from soccer, they also entered now into the race sponsoring. This is a Swiss lady, a very nice lady, Jasmin Preisig, who is very professionally and successfully doing race car races all over the world, actually. And because of this Corona crisis, many sponsors didn't got out of the sponsoring now. And she has been looking for new sponsors and talked with Erich, and Erich is a big fan of car racing, and so he decided to support her, and he gave her a little spot yesterday's call where she could tell about what she's doing, and she is doing that with all of her heart since she was a very little child already. And everybody who wants can get participate in that and make a contribution, make a donation to her. There's this Paraiba 100 club where you can pay 100 euros in Bitcoin. There's a Bitcoin address here. You send the 100 or more euros to this Bitcoin address of hers, and then you send a screenshot to her email address here. And then you are in this $100 club, and within all those members, there will be 10 VIP tickets. There will be a draw, and 10 people will get VIP tickets for the next season. And she is doing races, the next one in Dubai, one in Spain, then there's Portugal, Germany, and the last one is in Miami at the end of the year. And you can go there and be very close to the racing site, take pictures with her, with the car, with the Paraiba logo on it. And it's also a very good additional way for Paraiba, for the brand name, to become known in different areas. And she's also wearing that on her race outfit, of course. So these have been different areas where Paraiba is now moving into. And it's very exciting to see how the company is getting more and more different also income streams integrated into the company, apart from what we are already doing. Okay.
Awesome. That's great. That's amazing. Thank you for that, Stefan. Great summary there. I'm very impressed personally that this company is moving towards so many different awesome, unique, fun, cool ways to make extra money for all of us, to help the company. I mean, this is just really cool. I mean, Matt's got to be glad he moved to Spain. Now you can go see this race. So that's pretty good stuff. I like that. Moving into the offline world and in such a cool, fun, profitable way. Very good stuff. All right, before we get to any questions, guys, and if you do have questions, please click the chat at the very bottom in the middle. You can type in a question for us. We'll get to it here just momentarily, or you can unmute yourself when we're ready and you can ask a question. I just want to show over the next 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll be done, a few quick things that we talked about and also did not talk about yet. Let me share my screen here. Okay, so first of all, some of you, if you're brand new, you may not know that we have an exotic vacation challenge that's on right now. It's in your back office. You'll see it under, it'll say challenge. And so if you are sharing this a little bit with others, you can potentially get an all expenses paid vacation where we'll have a private event. So even actually your flight is included in this. Up to $1,000 company will pay that. So when we can travel again, we don't have an exact date of when we're going to have this vacation, obviously because of the Corona situation, but hopefully by spring we will have this event. And so you can Qualify for it. You've got about 3 months right now, up until February 26th to qualify for this. You need to have $25,000 on your first line and $50,000 in your downline. And if you do that, this whole thing is paid for you. All right. So for those of you that are building this business, I hope to see you there. I'm qualified for it now. I know there's a few others here that are qualified for it too already. So that's great. It's going to be fun. Let me show this real quick. Some of you might wonder what I was talking about when I said, if you're going to be a passive member, how can you earn more? How can you earn more? Well, we do that through the sub account strategies that I mentioned and that Matt mentioned as well. So the company allows this. So you can actually have a few accounts that you own underneath yourself. So they're your accounts on your first line. You sign up under your own referral link. And by funding those accounts yourself, you can actually qualify for all the different income streams in Paraiba. And so this gives you just a quick idea. And if you want to contact us later, guys, I'm not going into all this right now. All right. I just wanted to show it to you that it's here. All right. So if you've got at least $2,000, all right, $2,000 is the minimum to do this, then we can actually set you up with these sub accounts. Very easy to do. All right. And you can get a little bit more than that 5%. We can get up into around 6, 7% with 2,000, and even 8% up to even 14%. Okay, with the bigger numbers. I had a guy actually do 110,000, and he's making actually it's closer to 14% per month. So he's pretty happy making about 14,000 a month off just his own money, never referred to anybody. So a passive member, guys, can do very well here by taking advantage of some of the strategies we have with these sub accounts. You can get with your team leader or with myself afterwards in the Telegram room if you want to know a little bit more about that. Guys, how do we build this business? I'm not going to get into a big, long, training or anything. I like to keep it simple. This is it right here, 10 seconds. 3-step action plan. You share the Paraiba overview with others. You follow up to get their questions answered, and you repeat that. That's what we do in this business, guys. And we've got everything available for you. We've got recorded presentations. We've got live presentations like this one. We've got PDFs, everything anyone would want information-wise, we've got it. Need to do a 3-way call? We can do it. So, guys, we have everything we need here to build this business. And as you just saw here today, we've got something that now is, it's incredible to me. You know, we started off as just doing crypto trading. It was just a crypto trading company just a few months ago. And now we're expanding into all these great, incredible areas that work with, the whole industry that we're in. And now even outside of the online and crypto space into the sports world. Pretty cool. I can't wait to go and visit this arena when it gets built and see a soccer game. That's going to be pretty awesome. Love that. All right, guys, questions. Let me see what we have here on the right-hand side. Let's see what we've got here. So Deborah says, what will the Paraiba app cost? Okay, so yeah, Elegance Munib answered that. It is free right now. The app is free right now. I don't know whether it will have a cost eventually. There could be some aspects of it that will have, a fee attached to it. I would think so. It would make sense. Some things. Maybe Stefan, you can answer that a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't know exactly, but there will be like in-app purchases, tiny ones, or some fees. Not something that will put people off, but some way of earning money also for the company and also for us. And also the option of referral links to pass on to other people and just generate a new income stream from that. It's not a huge thing, but the masses are making the profits, because when thousands and hundreds of thousands of people are using it, it will be something that you can earn.
Right. So guys, that's going to be a big deal next year. And let me just show you the website. If you have not seen this, this is the website. You can go and you can download this right now, or go to the Google Play or Apple Store. It's in there as well. Just type in Paraiba. But if you go to paraibachat.com, then the website is here. It talks a little bit about the service, and you can click on the links to download it. So, download the beta version, because a whole lot more functionality is coming in December, as Stefan just shared with you on that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Any discussion about the danger of growing too fast? I don't think we're growing too fast. I mean, we're over a year old now, Deborah. If all this happened in a month or something like that, I would say, wow, that's maybe too much too fast. But I think we're going at a pretty good pace. I really do, personally. Where can I find the recording? As I would like to be. Okay, we'll have a recording afterwards, Jen. The one from yesterday is being edited, right, Stefan?
Yeah, Eric told me he wants to edit it before he releases it.
Okay, so that'll be edited and released shortly. This one will be out later today. Boss Babe, this is getting better and better, guys. All right, don't wait to join. Yes, very good advice. Thank you, Boss Babe. Okay, does anyone want to ask a question verbally? Guys, you can unmute yourself. Hey, Mike, I see you there, buddy. Go ahead.
Yes, when Matt was speaking about the transfer of your balance to the exchange, is there a fee when you transfer? I know there will be a fee when you withdraw out of the exchange, correct?
Yeah, there's a fee both ways. There's a fee both ways. Yeah, just go on the website. If you go on to the unique website, Mike, you'll see at the very bottom, you'll see fees and charges. There's a whole list there. Okay, there's a whole list there.
And is the phone strictly for Paraiba business, so to speak?
I don't think so. I think anyone can download it, right, Stefan?
The app? It's
the phone itself, as opposed to being on the internet with everybody's got a phone now and they conduct a business. There's no difference?
We don't have a phone, we have an app.
Oh, it's just the app.
Oh, yeah, it's just an app, Mike. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I saw the phone. I thought they were coming out with the phone.
That's next year.
Yeah,
you never know. You never know. There could be a Paraiba World phone soon.
Yeah.
You can just download it onto your iPhone or your Android. You know, just use your your app on your phone. Just download
Got it.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions, guys? You can unmute yourself. Okay.
Hey, Michael. Dave, Can I make a comment about the passive investors? As you know, I'm a passive investor in Paraiba, and it's fabulous. I mean, I don't have any friends. I don't like recruiting, but this thing really, really works with the sub accounts. I've set up probably about $10,000 in sub accounts. Did that about 5 months ago. Not all my money. Got some, friends and family involved with me, and we're drawing over 10% a month, and it keeps growing because of the streamline keeps growing for me. So if almost everybody on here is probably a recruiter, but if you're a passive investor and you're thinking about joining, give it a good, serious thought, because it really works. Thanks, Michael.
Well, thanks, Dave. I appreciate that comment. And Dave just told you too why, if you're brand new, you want to get your streamline going as fast as possible, because that streamline's growing, guys. It's growing all the time. You can watch it if you want to. If you have nothing to do with your day, you could watch the streamline grow in your back office. Every few minutes it ticks up, and you know what? It's exciting. It's exciting to watch it. For many of us, we've gone from a couple million to 20 million and more. Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Mine started at about 100,000 about 5 months ago, and we're approaching 15 million, and it just keeps growing every day. I love it.
Yeah.
And that's because you guys are doing all the hard work for me, though.
You can buy me a beer later.
Labatt's only.
I'm good with Labatt's, no problem. All right. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, on the sub accounts, the minimum to create a sub account, is it now 2,000 or is it 1,000?
If you're gonna benefit from the sub account strategy, 2,000 would be the minimum. You'd have 1,000 in your main account and 1,000 in your sub account.
Oh, so 1,000. Okay, so basically, if somebody came with 1,000 and they could put in the other 1,000, I thought for some reason it increased to 2,000.
Yeah,
but
because
you can set up a sub account for as little as nothing for the first 30 days, right?
Yeah, I know.
Right. Yeah, because
Okay.
you want to be in pool one, right? Pool one is
Yeah.
1,000 main, 1,000 in the sub, and that's your bare minimum there.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions, guys? And if you want more, information afterwards, if a question comes up, guys, we're in the Telegram groups, Facebook groups. We've got PDFs and videos on some of these strategies that we're talking about, that you hear others talking about with the sub account strategies. We've got all that information, done all the numbers for you. Anything else, guys? Okay, look at the data, just listening. Okay, Peter. Yeah, that's okay. No worries. We'll have this recorded, Peter. We'll get it out to you later on. All right, guys, going once, going twice. Any last questions? All right, very good. Guys, I really appreciate you all for being here. Thank you, Matt. Great job. Thank you, Stefan. Excellent summary of all these new great services that are coming for us. I'm excited, guys. I really am. I'm more excited now than I was at the beginning here at Paraiba. We got a life-changing business here, a life-changing community, company doing things right for once, right? There's a lot of companies out there that haven't been doing it right. Paraiba's doing it right. So that's why we want to share this with others, because we got something here. We got something big, a real gem. So I encourage you to share this business. Get with us afterwards for any other tips and strategies. We'll be in the Facebook and Telegram groups, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll see you back here next weekend for another webinar. Make it a great day, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Thank you, Michael. Great call.
Bye.
Appreciate it. See you, Martin.